So now let's refresh the page, and yes, the error still persists. Okay, so this is a part of debugging on cloud. So
This video is brought to you by OppiPies Academy.
over here again the error is cannot import name Flask. Okay, and this is happening because we have misspelled the name. So from Flask we have to import Flask but with a capital F. Okay, so now we have imported Flask, and now let everything refresh again. So let's refresh the page, and now we can see hello world. So yes, congratulations, your code is successfully working. As you can see, hello world, which was the response which we had planned. And now let's go move ahead with the process of deploying our app. Okay, so let's kill the process, and now we have gcloud app deploy. Okay, so this will take all of your code and all of your dependencies and push them onto a Google Cloud instance, which will further be a scalable instance for your particular app deployment. So we have gcloud app deploy. So let everything load. Okay, so now we have some meta information about the descriptor, source, tag, project, tag service, tag version, and tag URL. Okay, so this will be the URL where our app will be live. Okay, so now we want to save this URL somewhere. So let's simply copy this URL, and if you were to simply copy some text by typing in Control C, then you would kill this particular command. Okay, so if you type Control C, then we have killed the command by keyboard interrupt, but that is not what we want to do. So we are in gcloud app deploy again, and now we want to copy the particular text which is generated. Okay, so now we want to copy this particular text. So the Google Cloud terminal makes it very easy to copy text by simply selecting it, and once you leave the mouse click, there is a scissor icon which appears at the center of the screen. So over here you have the scissor icon, and now this is copied. So now let's simply open Notepad. Okay, and in Notepad let's paste all of these things. And now do you want to continue? So type a Y for yes. And now we are beginning the deployment of the service. We are uploading the files, then we'll update the service, then we'll install the dependencies, and this will take some time, but after the deployment process is complete, we can see our app live in the browser. So now let's wait for the deployment process to be completed. Okay, so now we have successfully deployed the app, and you can see that while writing the code we had imported logging. Okay, and all of these errors are logged whenever we have any particular error. So now to view the logs, let's simply copy this command. We have gcloud app logs, and let's just paste it. So this is where we start our logging server. Okay, so with this we are now waiting for any new log entries, and in the meantime let's go to our notepad file and let's copy this. Okay, so now we have copied it, and now let's go on a new tab and let's paste this. Okay, so now we are on a real URL which is on the internet, and now we are seeing hello world. Okay, so this is a pretty basic app, and yes, have you taken over the internet by this particular simple app? Well, definitely not, but this is a step in the right direction where you have created an app which handles a basic HTTP GET request, and by handling that particular request it gives you the output of hello world, which also looks very good. And yes, that is pretty much it for our initial project. And over here you can see that we are seeing all of these GET requests, and with this we have completed the very basic project. So you can try in by changing these particular values, or you can define a new route and then start making those requests accordingly. So for example, if you copy this, okay, and then if you make a new route by typing some new name over here, then you can also access that particular route by going in onto your particular URL. But we'll be diving into more detail in creating new routes later on, where we'll be creating a project which will also involve a lot of Jinja templates, where we'll be creating modular HTML pages which will be a form where you will submit some data, then you can also look at your data, and all of this will happen through Python. So yes, we have a lot of different stuff planned. If you have any errors in this particular deployment part or running the code part, then feel free to let me know in the question and answer section of this particular course, or it is even fine if you drop me a message on Udemy. And if you want to go into the process of further more debugging, or reading more stuff, or discussing more about cloud or AI, then feel free to join my Discord server, which will be present in the lecture resources section over here. So yes, that is pretty much it for this particular section, and now let's move on to the very next section.